Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Pushrod Performance Garage. In last episode, finally got the engine in the car, so today doing transmission stuff and a couple odds and ends. Might get the exhaust back on, so we'll see where we're gonna go. We'll see where we end up. All right, let's do this. What do we have here that I cleaned up? And why am I wasting my time? Oh look, it's a T5. Huh? Why aren't I putting anything more fun in the car? You're asking yourselves. Probably anybody that knows me is probably like, yep, there he goes again, gonna blow this one to Kingdom Come too. Well, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I've been thinking about the TKX, and you know, maybe we'll go that route a little later. But let's get the car running first. So yeah, you know, let's see what happens. So on the other half of this, I'm going to show you the do's and the don'ts of installing your transmissions. I'm sure you've run into some problems, but yeah. You know, some guys can just pick this up and handle it in there. You figured all the times that I've done this that I would have a trans jack. I don't have a trans jack, so I'll show you how to do it with a floor jack, and you know, maybe we'll get lucky. Oh, I got to find the cross member and the cross member bolts. Huh. Now, where did I put those? Oh well. So before we slam our transmission in here and everything else, this gives us a good time to kind of go over stuff, since we haven't been underneath the car since we've you know, painted it. So this will kind of give us a chance to go over things, and we can also do touch-ups on everywhere that we did well. You know what we still gotta do? We still gotta drill out our plates on our roll cage, and we got to get all that mounted in. So yeah, we could scrape this off. This is all, oof. Yep, just kind of, ow. Maybe I should use a wire brush instead, you know? That would probably work better. Everything else looks pretty good, so I'm pretty happy about that. You know, around here, there's still gonna be a couple of spots where we need to, oh boy, that backside though. That's where we've done a ton of welding. Yeah, not that bad. We'll just do a little touch-ups with the paint, and you know, we'll huff on it a little bit, and we'll be good to go. What the hell is that? No, I'm kidding. All right, let's just paint it. Well, all right. Ow, pokey. Why is everything so pokey down here? Oh, what's that over there? All right, I'll spare you the thing on that. All right, well, this is probably the best angle I've been able to get for doing this, for putting our trans in. So I'm gonna throw in our clutch fork and our throw-out bearing. Huh. Well, this is gonna, oh yeah. Hey, isn't that great? Flip it around. Where is the ball? There we go. There's the ball. Okay. That's on there. Okay. That wasn't very difficult. So the fun part is, I'm not going to try to wrestle this into there like some guys on here do that can fucking chest press this thing, because it's just not going to happen, okay? But the trick I always use is just take a floor jack, put it underneath it, and then jack it up with my legs and shove it on in there. So fun part is picking it up with the jack. Ow. Why does my body hate me? Oh yeah, because we're No, we're not saying it. We just don't. Okay. Okay. So, you kind of cheat a little bit. Floor jack in here. Make sure it's. Okay. So we got that. Let's kind of scoot our trans into place and where we want it to go. All right. So kind of got that going on. Then you can kind of tip it forward. Slip your little jack under there. And if you got enough strength, like I don't, all right. Now we got to wrestle on our floor jack, and we can barely move. All right. So we'll tighten it up. Okay, that's probably loose thing. Who's counting? Why is that taking so many turns? Jesus, we're going the wrong way. Okay. So now we play the balancing act. So what you do, you can use your leg. Okay, we want to get it in between our headers. Luckily our headers are still nice and loose. And when you drop it, it's all right. See, we're already too far. I can't tell where I'm at. I'm under a stud. Okay. So we got one header nice and loose. Okay. Kind of angled up. Now, the trick is get it close enough and then slide it in. Lift it. Oh, you bitch. Oh, fuck me. Oh. Yeah, it's very heavy. Problem is, sometimes you gotta slam it in gear so you can get the thing to rotate. Okay, so we're nowhere near where we need to be, and I'm in a very bad spot because I can't lift this or move it or put it anywhere where I need it to go. Okay, so let's try. Fuck me. It's always easier when you get a little down angle on these things, but you don't. Shit. Now I'm in trouble. So we're gonna knock our jack down a little bit. Let's see if we can support it. Okay. So we're royally screwed right now. All we need to do is take off our we gotta take off our shifter because I've got everything tightened up and there's not enough angle to get this up enough to where we can scoot it in. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And maybe I'll drop it while I'm in the process. Okay, well, we managed to get our shifter off without dropping the trans. Well, we're pulling the shifter off right now, so we'll just, yeah, you know, we'll put that over there on the ground. Oh boy, this is not good. Oh, what did we do? Where did I fuck up? For real, this is pretty bad. Normally, it'll just go. But this will not even. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. So let's jack it up to support it. Okay. So there's something very, very important I want to show you. All right, this will happen to you guys quite a bit, okay? If you end up with a gap on your manual, okay? Do not, I repeat, do not use the transmission bolts, you know, the bolts that go in there. Do not use those to suck the transmission to the bell housing. Don't ever do that, okay? There's a very, very simple way to fix this issue, okay? Barely requires anything, and I might be able to do it. I might be able to do it one-handed. I don't know. If worst comes to worst, maybe I can rest the camera on the header. I don't know. I need a place to put this where it's good. It's a very simple thing, I will tell you. It works great if you got two people and your clutch is hooked up. All you gotta do is push the clutch. That's it. You push the clutch disc and it'll slide right home. Sorry, it stopped recording. Okay, let's try that again. I'm gonna see if I can find a nice spot here to put my camera. Okay, you see the gap? We wanna shoot the gap. Oh, look at that. Isn't that nice? I need like, you know, more tripod stuff. Too bad the camera won't sit on the, hey! Alright. So like I said before, all you need to do to seat this bad boy all the way home is hit your clutch fork. And it works better if you got something that you can actually push the clutch fork with, you know, like a pry bar. Okay, let's go get ourselves a pry bar and we'll do more editing. All right, we got a few. Let's see if we can sneak this one in here. Yeah. Oh my God. Ugh. You know, I could probably do it with my foot. If I knock the camera down, I'm sorry. Sometimes you just gotta get creative. Yeah, sorry for smacking you guys on the ground there. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of tough. So, yeah. Tried using my foot. That didn't work. Kind of popped out a little bit. All you need to do is get the clutch fork enough to where you can get it. Sometimes your foot works. Sometimes other things work. I don't know. We're gonna see what we can do here. I don't know what I'm gonna do for camera angle. You're just gonna have to wait. All right, so trans is in. What I ended up having to do. Oh, sorry for the darkness. What I ended up doing, you can see, no more gap. What I ended up doing was I took my dead blow, I stuck it in here like so, like this, and then I took my pry bar and I pried against it to move the clutch fork, and the trans went bloop, slid right in. So again, if you ever run into the problem where your transmission, and it will happen where you got a small gap right in here, okay, you got a small gap in there, don't ever suck it on with the bolts for the transmission, because you will destroy your clutch and you will do stuff. And no, I've never done that. I've just known that if it doesn't go on, you need to figure out what it is. So just push the damn clutch. It's even better if you got someone to help you, because you could just hook the dang thing up, hook the clutch cable up, have someone get in the car, bloop, one pedal push, you're done. So there you go. Now we got to get the cross member in after I find out which one it is, and we'll rock and roll from there. Are we all slanted? Holy shit, we might have to do some, whoa, huh, I gotta take a look at the back and see what the alignment looks like from back there. Okay, let's, what are we seeing here? Well, things will definitely move a little bit once we get the cross member in, and we can also loosen the motor mount bolts and tweak what we need to tweak, because that's what it's there for. Good stuff. Ugh. All right, so a couple things going on under here. Oh, look, there's a tail shaft still in our transmission, because, you know, we were kind of smart. Hopefully that's not going to dump a bunch of fluid out when I go and take this one out. I do got the drive shaft, which is pretty cool. So we're going to try to get that in here. And, oh yeah, we still got to tighten up. Oh, no, we did not tighten those yet. Okay. So that's always a good thing. We got an aluminum drive shaft behind us, so I hope that, you know, this is going to fit. We got to see where it's going to line up in the tunnel, because one of the other things that I'm working with too is, and I don't think it's going to work, what I was going to do was I was also going to plate my cage on this side as a kind of like a reinforcement thing, and see how that works. You know what I gotta get? I gotta get more pop rivets. That's what I completely forgot. Damn. Okay, well, yeah, I got a feeling that is definitely going to interfere with our drive shaft. Because if I got those plates in here with the bolts sticking out, well, ain't nothing to do it but to do it. Isn't that what they always say? And I was actually smart, and I left the bolts in the transmission. The thing, you know, with the thing. And of course it's is that for hollow? The differential, that's it, you know. All right, come on. Oh, you jerk. All right. Man, gotta get 12 points. Okay. Ow, all these little jagged pieces of metal are like digging their way into my skin. Why is that such a thing? Oh, that's snubbers right there too. Oh boy. Yeah, let's lower cars, they said. All right, so let's pull this out and see if we get covered in trans fluid. I'll be ready to stick it back in just in case. Oh boy, there's a little drippy drip there. Okay, let's get our pan. Molly Dog was trying to eat out of it the other day, so that's good. That's all we need. You know, it's important to make sure that your dog is well lubricated. All right, let's pull this out of here and hope that we don't get a bath. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Just little drips here and there. Got a good yoke. How's the... not bad. Well, let's see if this drive shaft will fit in here, huh? I guess that's kind of important. Okay. So that goes there, and then this, in all of its glory and dust, can go on here. Okay. Well, that's good. You know, it's easier if you raw dog this with your hands than just trying to, you know. Oh, look at that. That's nice. We'll get this kind of in place, and then we'll check see how much stick out we got going on our on the back tail shaft of the trans there. Ooh. Yeah, I probably could get away with bracing the plate with the plate bracing, but I'm gonna say no. And man, and I just cut that plate. I just cut that plate too. That was real smart, wasn't it there, Griff? Nobody ever said I was smart. Oh. Don't worry, I will be putting Loctite on these bolts. I just want to get this stuff threaded. And I have mental notes and I have actual notes too. Because will these come out? 100%? Yes, they will. How do I know? It's happened. A couple times. More times than I can count. Use the blue stuff, because you know, you put red, good luck. I mean, this is cool though. This is the first time that the powertrain has been connected to the rear end of the car in 2 years. Well, all right, a year. I don't think it's been 2. It hasn't been that long yet. Or stick out is perfect. Nice. Ow. Usually that's the last part you want to check on your transmission there. Let's give a little tap, tap, tap. Man, when did everything get so clean under here? Again, everything is good. U-joints are fantastic. Bushing back here is really good. Nice and tight fit. We may get a drip from the seal, but the stick out is fine. I usually like the transmission seals that have the little bubble thing on the end of them, but I think this one will be okay. We'll find out once we get everything together. But yeah, as far as this goes, I'm really torn on this one. Let me kind of show you what I got going on. You kind of step back on this. I know I can't see it up close because I don't have my readers on, but you know, that's a story for another day. You know, my plates would go here and here for reinforcement. Now I might be able to do it, but I'll have stick out on my bolts. I know up here would definitely be an issue. You know, it might be, it might not be. I just don't want to chance it. I might still maybe I could just put the head in of the bolt that way and run the thing. I mean, that's going to be covered with the carpeting anyway, so I'd like to have something on there, because it's just I don't know, but we are in on there. Like I said, got a perfect amount of stick out there. I just like the other ones that are kind of a little more, you know, they got the, it's kind of like rounded over, you know, the different style, better seal. So then I don't know if you remember from last time, but we finally found the bolts and everything to fit here. We don't need the plate that goes in between there and the motor for the there in the trans for the exhaust, because I'm running an X pipe that doesn't have exhaust hangers on it. We use the ones in the rear. Oh, I can clean up our dirtier than hell. Oh, that's just nasty. We'll clean that all up. We'll get the speedo gear and speed sensor installed in the trans, you know, up in there. We'll plug the stuff in after we kind of clean that up, and probably, you know, maybe get part of the exhaust on. Yes, for now, I'm throwing Flowmasters back on it. Why? Because that's what she had on originally. Our Flowmasters restrictive? You bet they are. But that was the car signature sound. I mean, who cares? You know, sacrifice a few ponies for sound. I'm okay with it. I mean, it sounded good with the Borlas, but it wasn't the car sound. You know, that was another car sound. This will be this car sound. So I guess we'll clean a few things up. We'll huff some brake cleaner. How many of you have seen the video going around on FaceBase right now where it says, how many of you remember OG chlorinated brake cleaner? And it's got Pink Floyd, and then it shows Tom and Jerry when Tom goes to heaven on the stairs. Oh God, that's hilarious. So like, yep, that's the OG stuff right there. All right. Good stuff. Now we have non-chlorinated. That's okay. You know, using brake cleaner under the car reminds me of a story back when I was working over at the speed shop. You know, I was putting an engine together, and Brandon was doing something else. Both of us were using brake clean, and Donnie was underneath the car. So about 25 minutes goes by or something, and all of a sudden Donnie's like, can you guys chill out with that stuff? I don't feel so good. Like, oh yeah, he's just underneath the car, getting higher than a kite, and getting paid for it, mind you. But it's just hilarious. Now I can see why. Yep, here we go, cleaning off our wire. Speedo cable thingy. Sorry for the shoddy camera angle. I'm just cleaning off the speed sensor here. Good thing I got gloves on, because I have these huge cuts in my hand, and this would hurt so bad. Like really bad. I mean, it would be, oh my God. I would probably be screaming and crying like a little girl. Tell you what though, these fumes, yeah, it's not as good as the chlorinated stuff was back in the day, but what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna cry about it? Nah. Okay, so that's cleaner. All right. Damn, why can't I get better camera angles around here? I tell you. Can't see nothing. Hey, look at that. We'll just shove that in there, right on the exhaust. Probably. What? Why? Okay. Oh, that went in pretty nice and easily. What size is that? Is that 7/16? Oh, that's right. Do I have this on backwards? If that drips in my eye, I am going to be very upset. All right, that's nice and clean. Transmission fluid will clean lots of stuff. Why does it feel like my throat is closing? Oh, that's good. Maybe we'll get a rivet thing and rivet that too, huh? Pretty sure we could figure something out. Yeah, we don't really want that on our exhaust. Did I have this on like flipped over the other way? I think I did. I don't know. We'll try it out. How is that even on there? Well, I mean, if it's bolted on there, is it going to come off? Probably not. We'll know when we put our stuff in there if it leaks. You don't want to have too much of a wild bend on your speedo cable, because otherwise it'll get twisted up and then it doesn't work anymore. And then when it doesn't work anymore, you get all pissed off at it. Ugh. Yep, me again. And I probably can't even see what I'm doing around here. Ugh. If I lay totally flat, it feels like my throat's closing up. I don't know what the hell that's all about. Oh, look at that. Right on the money. Come on, get in there. Yep. Can't see what I'm doing, so I'm sorry. This will all probably get edited out or not. I don't know. Are we on? Okay. All right, that's... Oh, shit. I knew that was gonna happen. Why does everything get stuck around here? You know, it probably went on the other way. Let's find the plug, which is also caked in stuff. Spin it this, well, it's kind of in where it's gonna go. I mean, not much I could do about that now. That's not the right plug. Oh, here it is. Ow! Where does that even go? What the hell is that? Oh, that's the reverse switch or something. I don't know. What? Who? What? Where? Why? Let's just wipe this off so it looks like we did something, huh? Yeah, look at that. Nice and clean. Okay. I can't see which way. Is that the flat spot? That's the flat spot. All right. Speed sensor plugged in. Because you know what happens if you don't run a speed sensor on a 5-speed car that's fuel injected? Ask me what happens. And if you do know, drop it in the comments. I'll give you guys a few, and I'll tell you now in a minute here. What happens? The question again is, what happens when you got a fuel injected 5-speed car and your speed sensor's no longer working? What kind of stuff happens? Ew. Who doesn't clean up this crap? Who's in charge of all this? Where does that go? Ow. Why am I complaining? Ugh. All right. Oh, you know what? We still got to get our damn clutch cable in here. We still got to tighten up these. Man, I might have a wrench for that. Nope. That's... Oh, wait a minute. I think that one goes to there. Oh yeah, that brake cleaner's good stuff. Oh, look at that. That plugs in there. And then this one. Oh, that is awesome, because that's gonna lay on the exhaust. So we're gonna have to, we're definitely gonna have to do some work around here. Okay. Should have plugged this in first. Ow, ow, pointy. Huh. All right, so that's on. That's on. We just tuck that up in there, and nothing a few zip ties will not be able to fix. All right, or can't fix. What? See, the brake cleaner scrolling with my brain. Okay, so that's. Are you kidding me? I actually. Look at this. You got to see this. This is crazy. I actually left a clip on my clutch cable. That blows my mind. What? Thanks, past Criff. You don't know how much I appreciate how much today Criff appreciates that. That is flippin' great. Oh yeah, maybe we should have did that before we had the headers in. Whew. Okay, well, don't know how well this is gonna go, but you know, we'll definitely make an effort. Ow. You know, it's a lot easier. Oh yeah. Things are so much easier when you can actually see what you're doing. Let's see if we can find you guys a spot to see what we're doing. Hi. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying here. I really am. So, oh yeah, it's all right. We're not even close, but I can still talk to you, right? Okay. You know, I just talked about how much past Criff helped out future Criff, and then, oh, here it is. I was scared that I lost the clip. Maybe if someone didn't put this header in the way, I'd be able to get the clip on with no problem, but no. Ow, 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 I don't bend that way. You asshole. Oh, look at that. Ouch. Okay. I hope this works. You just got, it got it. Okay. Okay. So, now, ow, ow, ow. Ouch. Okay. Yeah, I still can't see what I'm doing. That's okay. We got to get a pry bar so we can get our clutch fork in there, and then we can hook this onto the clutch fork. That feels like it's going to pull it right through. All right. I will roll my happy ass out of here and see what I can find. Okay. I also want full slack on the auto adjuster, so this way it won't be as hard to. Oh yeah, we can just. Well, we could pretty much almost just slide that in with, hopefully, minimal effort. And a little bit. Ow! Should just go right. There we go. And the ball just goes right through. Well, that could be an issue. Great. I have to figure this one out. I mean, what I could do is, here, let me show you. Hey, put a little light on the subject. So, here's the problem. That just goes in there like that. Look at that, see? Yeah. Which it's supposed to just grab onto it. So, the newer ones, yeah, they have a, but this is a stock style, little ball end on there, you know, 'cause it's a stock clutch cable, you know, an OEM clutch cable. What I was thinking about doing is, you know, on the brake hardware, they give you the little horseshoe clips, you know. I could probably get one of those on the back side of this and clamp her down. Because the problem is now, I can't get this, I will not be able to change the fork out without pulling the transmission out, and I'm not pulling the transmission back out, so. And I'm not gonna weld up on the fork either. That's one someone else did on another one. If worse comes to worse and that doesn't work, I'll just change the clutch cable. I've got another one that's adjustable. You know, we can put some washers on it. Hell, even this one, I might be able to slip a washer over it and then crush it. Just so that the ball end doesn't come out, and we could be good to go. So, all right, let's poke around with some ideas here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this washer here, and we're gonna cut a slit in it. Okay, so this way it can go right over the cable. It'll hold the ball in, and under constant tension, it'll never move. All right, perfect. Now we got a nice little slit in our washer, so we can just slip that over. The ball will fit perfectly on here. The tension will keep this in place. We'll never have to worry about anything with this ever. Let's get it installed. So once again, I got an idea. So I slitted this a little bit more. So what I'll do is it should fit over there now, and then once I get it over there, okay, great. Now I should be able to put that in a pair of pliers here and smash the gap a little bit. I hope. You know what? I never tested to see if that would fit in between the whatchamacallit on here. Will it fit in there? So if it doesn't fit through there, no, it's not going to fit through there. Son of a whiskers. Okay, well, I don't like where any of this is going. Ow, where's my head? This hurts. I don't like this game anymore. Well, at least we got that going for us. Okay. Oh, jeez. Louise, I am such a weakling. I need like those really long needle nose, because that would work out really well. Yeah, it looks like that made it to the disappearance pile many years ago. Which I don't know if that is even gonna be enough to work. Oh. I know they say there ain't much to do it, but you know, I'm gonna end up punching myself in the face, and then this is gonna hurt. Okay, well, you know, this just isn't fun anymore. Ow. Okay, that'll help out a little bit. Just move the sleeve back. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna see if I can pop that and just slide a hammer end or something in there to hold that. Yeah, not like getting all your clothes dirty, right? That might not work. Damn it. Why is everything working against me today? All I need is to punch myself in the face. That's that. I mean, sure, the camera humor would be great, but not on me. Okay. So that's in there. Oh, that's like, how am I gonna futz with that? Okay, well. Yeah. And sure, let me just get this in here where I can't even reach. Darn it. This just isn't even funny. Well, okay. Maybe for you, the viewer, but not for me, the guy working on this garbage. I mean, stuff. Needs to go further. Oh, but I can't go any further. Nope. Oh shit. Oh shit. You know, maybe I can get it without the thing. Just kind of spin this and hook it. Dang it. Okay, fingers. Come on, before we get too tired. Ow, it hurts. It's just not working. I can get that enough. It's just I need enough from my needle nose here to slip that over the cable that I can't do. Oh jeez, that could have been my face. Got it. Okay, well. So once we get everything adjusted, that'll go right where it needs to. Or it'll fall off. One of the two. All right, a lot longer than I was hoping for, but you know, wrestling with that. And once we'll adjust it a little bit, we'll put the clutch in center. See, we got the nice washer over the thing. Should probably move our dust leak back, huh? Yeah. Okay, that's good. Not like that's ripped or anything, but you know, stuff. There's supposed to be a cover for that, but I don't have one. Oh yeah, I should probably show you the drive shaft too. I think I showed you. Look at the hoop and all that going to there. We are all nice. Yeah, we're all in line. That's absolutely fantastic. In there. Yay. I'm happy. Okay. So there you go, guys. That's how you put a transmission in a car when you, you know, don't put it on the motor when you go and drop it in, because why would we do that? That's the smarter thing to do in that kind of situation, right? Hey, either way, I've been doing that for a long time, and I've always done it that way, and for some stupid reason, I always think it's easier. Why? I don't have an answer. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My revival video on my blue car is still getting a lot of views, which I still am blown away by. I can't thank you guys enough for watching, commenting on it, man. It's been really, really, really cool experience so far. So I hope you guys enjoy this one just as much. And remember, please like, comment, subscribe. That is huge, man. Help me build my subscriber count so I can do this more and more, crank out more videos. I'm actually looking forward to wintertime coming around. I know it's the end of the season and sucks for most of us, but this is when a lot of us get our stuff done. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I can start cranking out videos. Let's work at the day job. Actually get some time out here in the garage, and it's gonna be great. So that, I think in the next video we'll start building the fuel system. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.